Yo, what's up, guys? Shit, this is the first time I've ever done like a talking commentary thing, so please excuse me if this is kind of awkward or something. I don't even know, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I'm really good at like explaining stuff, but I'm pretty bad at talking, so you're just gonna have to bear with me here. Shit. Yeah, so we're gonna just go right into this. Let's see, I think Piccolo is probably like the easiest character to start learning the game on, just because he's, I don't know, he just has good basics. Like if you ever played like Budokai games, you know how like Goku is like a easy character to learn, and it's pretty much the same thing on here. Yeah, oh, another thing is like, I'm gonna pick like a taller size character, because like, if you pick like a short character like these two niggas right here, basically a lot of your shit's gonna miss if you're not used to like what you're doing. So like, if you're watching the stream and you're like following along, you don't want to pick a small character. Or even if you're, you know, watching the VOD like later on. I honestly don't really expect this to get too many views. It's like, you know, fucking like, I have 300 subs, but like I just don't expect this to get too many views, because this is like a really like nuanced type of game, like niche type of game. Not many people play it. And the people who do play it don't know what the fuck they're doing. So that's the reason why I'm making this video in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get right into it. I mean, the map doesn't really matter. Let's just stick with this map. I didn't even fucking choose the music. Hopefully it's not something shitty. Most of the music in this game is good, though, so we should be good. Fucking Yamcha. Yeah, you just always hit Yamcha. That's the true meta. Alright, so yeah, first things first. Let's go to start and make him stand and then reset the position. And, oh, what's up, Stoishmar? Dude, I don't know how the fuck to say your name. I cannot pronounce that shit. Yeah, so hopefully by the end of this stream, people will be able to know how the fuck to play this shit. Basically, damn, what should I start off with? Alright. So, squares combo. Yeah, you know what? Let's look at the fucking skill list so I don't have to explain all this bullshit. Oh, let's see. Square triangle is this. I'm just gonna go through the moveset. Alright, so that's square triangle. We got motherfucking flying kick. Alright, so that's the flying kick. And you see, if you do it twice, it makes them go away. Let's see what else we got. Heavy finish. So, yeah, and like, that's a really good one. So you see how long they stay stunned? It's like fucking like 10 seconds. And, oh shit. And another flying kick, so it's, oh shit. My dumbass did the wrong thing. Alright. There we go. So, yeah, so that's the moveset. So now that you know the moveset, basically if you're on the ground, like, and you press R2, well, first off, like, R1 makes you jump, and like R2 makes you land, right? But if you're comboing, it kind of like already puts you in the air. So you can just like press R2 and it resets the combo like that. And you can press square 5 times and it does that. And then like after you press square 5 times, you press X and then it steps in. But basically, yeah, I mean, you can, like the whole moveset I showed you, you can use this R2 thing like with that whole moveset. And then like it resets the moveset whenever, but it doesn't reset. So okay, so there's two combos. So you press square 5 times and then you step in and you're into the second combo now. And also, if you do like a light charged attack, it puts you in the second combo too. So yeah, I mean, pretty much that's pretty much what it is. And if you want to, so yeah, so we've already established that you can do. Let's see, this whole moveset right here, like square triangle, square square triangle, square 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 triangle, and square 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 triangle, because just a lot of squares and a lot of triangles. So yeah, so you can, like for example, I'll just kind of go through and show you what I'm talking about. Like, see how I just did that, like with the R2 cancel and the shit I was just talking about. So yeah, so that's what that is. Now, like, if you want to actually reset the combo, like if you've ever played Budokai, there's like, you know, combo cancels and shit. You can do that on this game. You basically like hold a certain direction and what was it? Yeah, hold a certain direction and press X at the same time you're holding square, so it's like, Yeah, just like that. And you can like mix that up with the R2 cancel also. Or also actually what I should show you first is like, so remember like the heavy finish, the 3 squares and then a triangle? Well, like if during that triangle you could hold X and it'll cancel it. So it'd be like, oh shit, like that. Oh yeah, and if you fuck up sometimes, it's gonna make you do that counter stance that you just saw. Yeah, see? It's actually really hard to do. Like some characters, like it'll put you into the counter stance like at a different timing, so you just kind of have to learn it. Honestly, like that's where most of the skill in this game comes from, is just learning all the little like nuances and shit of each character. It gets pretty damn complicated, like more than I want to go into on this video. This is just like a super fucking basic tutorial on how to play this shit. Like for someone that's like probably played BC3 but never played this game or something. I don't even know. Like someone that just doesn't know what the fuck they're doing basically, but isn't like a complete retard. Like honestly, like if you're just like too stupid to understand what I've said in the past 5 minutes, you should probably just click off this video, because it's not going to get any easier. Like, so yeah, I'll just throw that out there right now. If you don't understand what I just said in the past 5 minutes, just go ahead and click off the video, because the rest of it, you're not even going to understand the rest of it. Anyways, so let me think. Alright, so I'm going to do like just like a 1 minute thing just showing everything I've talked about. So the regular moveset, the charge cancels, and the R2 shit. So yeah, so you saw like whenever you go into the second combo and then do something, he'll fly away. So yeah, that's pretty much what that is. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Shit, the next thing I want to show you guys. Man, I didn't even really prepare this. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I just got off work and I just came home and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do this stream. So this is like all off the fly. Like this is like there's absolutely no planning in this at all. Shit, I guess I'll show something a little bit harder. So if you're on the ground and you press R1, you're gonna jump up like that. And like, oh yeah, first off, like you'll notice, especially if you've played the other Tenkaichi games, you already know this, like if you're close to the opponent and you press like X in a certain direction, it's gonna like step you back, or if you don't press a direction, it's gonna do that. So yeah, so you'll see like a bunch of noobs, like whenever they try to dodge something, they're always just doing this, and it's just fucking terrible, honestly. Like you don't want to be doing that. So what you can do to like actually, because if you press X when you're like about this far away from the opponent, you see how it's an actual dash. So like the way you can do that dash like near the opponent is basically like you're gonna want to press R1 so you jump, and notice you can jump when you're near the opponent. So like if you jump and then press X before you leave the ground, then this will happen. See? And if you don't do that, it just does this. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Like I said, if you don't understand what I'm saying, you should probably just click off the video, because it's just gonna keep getting harder, honestly. And I don't really have time to like sit here and baby people that can't understand simple things. So I mean, that's just how it is, honestly. Like I'm not gonna like it's, I mean, I'm kind of being a dick, but at the same time, you know, it's like I would equate this to like a college math professor trying to teach someone math. Like they're not trying to teach a kindergartner math, they're trying to teach a college level student math. So if you're more like a kindergartner, you should probably not be watching this video. Anyways, yeah, so yeah, you can do that, and also you can do that in any direction, so you don't have to do it backwards. Like you can do it just forwards, and you can do it left, you can do it right, you know. Oh yeah, and if you fuck up, you're gonna do this. If you fuck up, it's gonna go like that. Like you're gonna leave the ground. And I mean, that's like beginning, like starting off, like you're always gonna leave the ground, because like doing it without leaving the ground takes a lot of practice. So like it's better to do it and fuck up and leave the ground than to not do it at all, because you're still getting more movement than just this bullshit right here. Like you don't want to be doing this. You really don't want to be doing this. So it's better to do, it's a lot better to do this than it is to do this, like any fucking day. So, yeah. So basically, you can, yeah. See, it's better to do that. But you want to be aiming for this. And another thing. So let's go into the next step. So hopefully, like, you understand what I'm saying so far. Like, pause the video and fucking rewind this shit if you need to, because we're going to the next step now. So like, whenever you do the R1X dash, it stacks your speed. So like, you saw how I just did 2 of them. So you can do like, yeah. So I just did like 4 of them in a row right there. But so first off, like, what I should probably explain is, like, whenever you do the R1X dash, you can press R2 and it's gonna cancel you, and you kind of slide. See how I like slide for a minute right there? Well, like, depending on how many R1X dashes you just did, whenever you press R2, you can't press R2 during your R1. I mean, you can press R2 during your R1X dashes, but if you want to get more speed, then you can't. Like, you want to do like at least 2 to 3 R1X dashes before you press R2, just so you have like more speed, because if you're playing against someone who can do more R1X dashes than you, and then they press R2 after you've pressed R2, then they're going to be going faster than you, and they're probably going to end up behind you and just be like butt fucking you with combos. So, yeah, so let's see. I guess I'll show you the difference, what happens if you do it once, and then if you do it twice, and then 3 times. So, once is just this. And you, oh yeah, also another thing is, whenever you press R2, you can press it in any direction. So you can do the R1X in any direction, and then the R2 in any direction. So like, a good thing to do would be like, especially since like if you're first starting out, you're not going to be able to do it on the ground. Like, it's just really fucking hard. So like, do the thing in the air, and then do like a different direction. So like do the thing in the air in one direction, and then come back like that. So yeah, so you're doing R1X back, and then R2 forwards, and it looks like this. That's probably what most people who are watching this video right now are going to be doing, is like R1X in the air going back, and then R2 going forwards. Like, that's just how it's going to look for you guys until you get a little bit better at it. Which, I mean, it took me months to learn this shit. So it's like, if you like start the game off and you're doing some crazy shit like that, then you're honestly crazy, because it took me months to get to that point. So yeah. So damn, we're already 13 minutes into this shit. Damn. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, so doing it once is gonna look like this. Doing it twice is gonna look. Oh shit! I fucked it up. So I'm trying to not just end up right next to the person, because you don't really see how far the R2 slide goes. So let's get kind of far away from him. I'm still doing the R1X dash though. Like, it's not the regular dash, and you can tell just by how fast it's going. Like, the regular dash is not that fast. That was the regular dash. So the R1X dash, like, all right, let's see. That's 2. That's all right. Yeah, we'll do 2, and then we'll do 3. So this is 2. God, I'm fucking up. Yeah, okay. So another thing is like, from the perspective of the player, like from your perspective playing the game, you're not going to notice too much how far you're actually moving. But if you play in split screen and you look at your character on the other guy's screen, you're moving like far as shit compared to them, like super far. And also, like, if you're playing against the computer, you're going to notice that the R1X dashes, like, if you do multiple of them before your R2, that you're just moving so much fucking faster than them. Like, it's like not even a competition. So yeah, alright, so I'm gonna do an R1X dash back, and then I'll do another R1X dash to the side, and then I'll do an R2. So boom, boom, boom. Oh, the fucking mountain messed it up. Alright, boom, boom. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, see how much distance I just covered right there with that R2 slide? That's like way bigger than if you just do that. Like, it was probably double the distance, honestly. So, yeah. Alright, let's do an R1X dash back, 1 to the side, 1 more to the other side, and then an R2. And you'll see a huge fucking difference compared to if you just did it once. So, back, oh shit. Back, boom, boom, boom. Like, oh, another thing that I forgot to fucking mention is, is if you do the like, say you're going this way and then you go like that, you're not going to get as much like if you go R1X dash to the right and then you do the R2 to the left, since the R2 is acting as a brake, like think about it like a car, okay? So a car doing an R1X dash, well, the cars don't R1X dash, what the fuck am I talking about? No, okay, but a car, think about like you're taking a right with the car, but then you quickly brake and go left. You're not going to go as far as if like you just kept going in a direction that's more like, you know, diagonal up right or diagonal down left, or diagonal down right. If you just immediately go from right to left, then of course when you're using your brakes, you're just not going to go that far. Even if you have, you know, in the case of BT2, the momentum from the previous R1X dashes. I hope this is all making sense. Honestly, to me, it's making sense. Like it's just like a bunch of complicated shit. So, so yeah, basically what I'm saying is if you go from this to this, you're not gonna get as much as much movement as if you go from like this to like that. Like you guys saw that? Like I was. Let me do it again. Oh my god. All right, so that's one. Let's do two. There we go. So, and if we get like, let's try to do like 5 or 6, just to show you how big it can really go. Oh my god. It's really hard to do 5 or 6. Damn, yeah, I'm fucking up that, I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, I hope you saw that. So I went from over here to like way over here, back over here, and then went back over here, then went left, and then came back over here, and I think this is where I did my slide, and my slide went all the way from right here all the way up to here. So rewatch that video and you'll see what I'm talking about, or rewatch that clip and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let me think. Let me think. Okay, so yeah, so we've established like you don't want to. You can go from right to left. That's not a big thing. Oh, also, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. So I'm gonna do this shit, and I'm gonna wait for the dude to come at me, and then I'm going to. You can use the R2 slide like during your R1X. You can use the R2 slide and the directional stick or D-pad, whichever you prefer, to like slide around the dude. So you can use your slide momentum to like just quickly get behind that guy even if he's coming at you. So let's see how it is. See? You guys see that? Alright, I'll do it again. Come on, buddy. Nah, he's being a retard. See? There we go. Come on, buddy. See, that's probably a good example of what I'm talking about right there. Alright, another thing is, let's, so, like, a thing that makes BT2, like, so fucking competitive is if you're guarding a combo, or even if you're not guarding a combo, as long as you're not stunned, really, the moment that they do a charged attack, a light, heavy, or medium charge, like any amount of charge attack, as long as you're fast enough, you can actually just slide right behind them. So you'd use R1X, and you can't slide behind them with just R1X. You have to use the R2 with the right directions, like, you know, depending on where they are. So, like, for example, like, I'm going to guard this combo. I'm going to wait for him to do a charged attack or whatever. And then I'm going to R1X, and then to the right or to the left, R2, and then just basically slide around him. So let's see what that looks like. Come on, buddy. See? There we go. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. See? And if you guys notice, I was a bit cocky there, and like you can wait because a computer is kind of flawed at going against the computer because they have a set amount of time. Here, I will turn the computer off now. But they have a set amount of time to where their charge comes out. Like, they're always going to charge a certain amount. They're either going to do a light charge, a medium charge, or a super heavy charge. And a real person is going to do like crazy variations of that. Like they can let the button go whenever they want, right? So it becomes really difficult to know if it's safe to move or not. But like the more you play that same person, you'll kind of pick up his patterns and stuff, and you'll know if he's going to let the button go or not. Unless he's a good player and he's aware that you're doing that, then he's going to purposely try to throw your timing off. But that gets into a whole nother fucking thing of this gameplay that I don't want to go on this video. This is like a really basic video, and there's like so many like layers upon layers of complexity in this game that I'm going to go into later. But yeah, pretty much you just... I mean, you guys saw it. Like, you know, it's just essentially what I did was R1X to the side and then R2. You don't even have to R1X to the side. You could just do an R1X, which is that going forwards, and then R2 to the side. So it'd be like, you know what? I take that back. You can do that, but it's not advisable because like, all right, so like if I R1X. See, the moment that his head goes forward like that, you actually can't R2 because it hits the character. So really, you could technically time the R2 before his head hits the dude, but it's like so fast to do that, it'd be much easier to just R1X to the side and then R2. Yeah, it's just a lot easier to do that. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much how that works. I mean... There is more to it, but like I said, I'm trying to keep this like short and sweet and a bit simplified because this is like assuming that you don't know any of this, right? What can I show you guys now? Oh yeah, here's something really easy. Actually, everybody that I've shown this thing to, they are able to get it on the first day. So like, all right, so you already know that R1 is jump, right? So if you R1 and then hold square, it does that. Also notice if you do a full charge square, well, not a full charge square, but like a pretty heavy charge square, it's not going to send them away. Like, see? Like that charge meter was all the way in the red, still didn't send them away. But that's kind of irrelevant. You don't really need that for this. What I'm saying is, oh yeah, and then remember, before I get further ahead, remember the charge cancels I showed you at the beginning of the video, like doing that? Alright, so if you take this and oh my god, I just fucked that up. So if you take this and that and put it together, this is what you get. Pretty cool, right? So pretty much shit, how do I explain this? So you're gonna press R1 and square. Well, you don't have to hold R1, but you do have to hold square. So yeah, R1, hold square, then whenever you actually don't even have to be close to them. Like, you could do it like way the fuck over here. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, you don't even have to be close to them. Like, you can do it wherever you want. So, yeah, so okay, so basically doing R1 square, then you're doing the cancel, which is X, while you're still holding square. But if you just cancel it without any directions, it's gonna look like that. Like, it's just gonna leave you, like, it's just gonna do that. So what you want to do is R1, hold square, cancel it with X, and then press back on the stick, or, you know, down on the D-pad, or whatever, you know, floats your boat. So it's gonna basically be like this. Now, yeah, so, and then, like, imagine, like, mixing everything else I just showed you. So, like, doing this and then going, like, you know, it gets pretty crazy. Like, it can get really, pretty fucking insane, honestly. So, let's see, what's the next thing? Oh, yeah. So, after you do that, you can either press R2 or X. I prefer to press X because if you do R2, you'll sometimes do a ground sweep, which will really fuck you up because they'll just be able to get behind you. So yeah, so if you do this, what I just explained, so R1, hold X, R1, hold square, while you're holding square, press X, and then move the stick back so you end up doing this. And then once you get to that position, like once the thing ends, press X again, and then do your blast 1 or blast 2, which is, you know, you should know how to do that. If you don't know how to do blast 1 and blast 2, this is not the video for you to be watching. You should go watch some basic tutorial, because this is a little bit more advanced than that. Like I said, like if you're a kindergartner ass nigga, then you should probably not be watching this video. Anyways, bro, we are already at 25 minutes. God damn. Okay. So yeah, let's see what that looks like. So I'm gonna do R1 square, holding square, press X, press down on the stick, press X again, and then the blast 2, right? So it's gonna look like this. So I'll do it one more time. Alright, now let's see how that looks when the computer is actually playing around. Come on, buddy. See? You see how useful that is? Like you can just bait them into anything. Like, because especially if they don't know how to do the movement that I showed you earlier, then they're basically playing an entirely different game, because they don't even realize that you can be dashing when you're near each other. So they're gonna be just fucking spamming square and just doing a bunch of noob kindergartner ass bullshit basically. And you can bait them with the movement, like, you know, like with this movement. And then whenever they're doing some stupid shit, you just do this, you know? It's really simple. So I'm gonna play around with the computer for like another minute and just show you how that works out. Like, see, like, the computer isn't designed to even go against this, because I don't even think the developers of this game know that you can do all of this. So they just make the computer, like, spam square and just do dumb shit that would never work in a fight against an actual person that knows what they're doing. And honestly, in most cases, even the real players will play like the computer, because they just don't know what they're doing. So yeah, so you just bait people with the movement. Oh, shit. That can happen to you. Dude, I can't believe that just fucking hit me. Alright. Well, yeah, so you bait them with the movement. Come on, buddy. Oh my god. Dude, like I said, I'm doing this straight up on the fly. There's no editing, no planning. This is all one go. There we go. So yeah, so you saw like basically what I did right there. You can rewind it if you need to. I baited him with the movement, waited for him to do a charge attack, did the slingshot, which is what that move's called, by the way, the R1 X square shit, and then did the blast 1, and that was that. So oh my god. But, I mean, you guys get the point. Like, you guys get the point. So, well, at least, hopefully, you get the point. Anyways. What's something else I could show you guys right now? Oh, yeah. So you can do this, and doing this, and then, honestly, the up one doesn't really have as much use. It's mostly about doing the down one. So yeah, so if you're in the air, and because notice everything I've taught you in this video is only on the ground. There's different things you can do for the air. I might get to that in this video, might not, not too sure honestly. Yeah, I'm really not too sure. But anyways, the oh yeah, if you hold R1 like all the way up in the air, this happens, by the way. But so yeah, so if you're in the air and you want to be able to move around a little, I mean, you could still move in the air, but like if you're just starting out in the game and you only know the ground movement, because the air movement's a lot harder than the ground movement. So if you want to be able to move around in the game, and you're up in the air and you feel like you're a bit restricted in the air, then just press L2 and R2, and you'll just go straight down to the ground. And what you can do out of that, like, you can immediately do an X dash as soon as you hit the ground, like before, because the camera follows the dude. Like if you notice, like there's kind of like a split second where you can't see most of the character, because the camera's still up in the air. But what you could do is you can do this. You can do L2, R2, so you go down to the ground, and then the moment you hit the ground, you do an X dash. So it looks like this. See? Wait. Well, you could even do it before you hit the ground, but really it's a lot better to do it as you hit the ground. That way, assuming that they do catch up to you, you're able to do all those ground movement things that I just showed you. So yeah, so you do this, and then you just... Oh, yeah, it's really important to note. You can't, as soon as you land on the ground out of this, you can't do the R1 X dash. Like, there's like a small like lag timer that doesn't let you do it, so you have to do the regular X dash. So it's best if you're like maybe like this distance away from them, and then you do it, and then you go like, oh fuck, I just fucked it up. You do it like that, and then you go like, you know, like that, yeah. And what you could do, well, I'm just kind of thinking of this shit on the fly. Like I said, none of this is prepared. Like, I just thought about doing this randomly. So you can do the, you know, what I just showed you, the L2, R2, and then do the regular X dash. But since you want to get out of that regular X dash as soon as possible, press X again and it will stop your dash, and then you can do the R1 dash. So it's going to look like this. See? See how I did that jump one at the end? So here, I'll do it again. Oh my god, that's actually really hard. Okay, so it's... Wow, yeah. Well, you guys are going to have to give me a minute on this. Hold on. Once I get it right, I'll let you know. Nope. Alright. Damn. Yeah, this is difficult. This is a difficult one. There we go. Okay, so I did it that time. So, rewind that clip, watch it a couple times. You'll see that I did the regular X dash. It stopped really quick. And then I did another dash, another R1 X dash, and then did the R2 slide. And what could happen there basically is, once I did that R1 X dash, and if they're coming at me at that point, that R2 slide that I did, I could use to get around them. So it's like, you just basically, what you did in that moment was, you took the game from air to ground, then, assuming that they followed you that quickly, or assuming that they're already on the ground, you know, either one, you're already doing your R2 slide to get behind them. So it's like, someone's gonna need to be really skilled to go against that, because that's like really fast movements. So it's like this basically. It's boom, boom, there you go. Okay, let's do it against the computer and see if I can manage something. Alright. So, well, that was like a slow version of it. Yeah, see, the computer is so slow, like, he's not even catching me for a minute. Like, alright, come on, buddy. Nigga, fuck you. Okay, yeah, see, you can mess it up, too. Like, it's very... This is definitely a more advanced thing, but... Basically, like, I'm just trying to show you guys, like, something useful, like, to be able to use the ground movement if you're feeling restricted, like, because this is going to get you back on the ground. So, yeah, so let's go back up in there, and then he's going to chase me, and then we're going to go, boom, see? It's really useful, it's really useful. There we go. See, he had no fucking chance, dude. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of do like a little showcase of what I've shown. Oh shit, okay, Gohan, okay. Yo, that was actually not bad. Like, props to the computer right there. That was pretty good. Dude, Gohan is on his teleports today, bro. Oh, another thing is something I haven't even explained. So here, let's turn the computer off real quick. Okay, so you'll notice whenever you do a charge attack, see that little meter next to the map that's filling up? So that's actually during the slingshot, which is this. That's actually your spring meter. So if the higher the meter is, the more distance you're gonna cover whenever that whenever you do the cancel. So if it's just like really small, you're not going to go very far. See how that didn't go very far? And then if you try to, oh, sorry, I just burped there. if you try to cancel it with another X and then do your blast 1, it's actually going to end up doing this. Oh, my bad. Oops. Hold on, give me a second. Wow, I'm so good at doing this, I can't even fuck up. Okay. Okay, saw that? You saw that, how I did that back step? Yeah, so the back step is something you want to avoid, because if the other person knows how to do the movement, then he's going to be able to get away from whatever you're doing after that back step. Like, backstepping in general, which is this, you just don't ever want to do this. Like, that is just a bad thing to do. If you ever see someone do this, then you know that they probably don't even know how to play the game. Like, honestly, whenever I look at videos on YouTube and I see someone moving around like this, I just click off the video because I know that they suck. So, anyways, yeah, so if you, what am I saying? So we pretty much established that the higher that meter is next to the map, at the bottom of the screen, the higher that is whenever you cancel is how far you're going to go. And if you don't do it far enough, then you're still going to be in the step-in barrier, which means whenever you do your blast, you're going to have to do a back step. I hope all of this is making sense. Like, I hope you guys are following me. So what we can do now, I'll show you how far it can possibly go, I guess. Like let's see like how far we could possibly make it go, like from just like right here. So, okay, that's pretty far. Oh, fuck. But see, if you let the meter fill all the way up, it finishes the attack. So it's like kind of the catch-22. You have to let it, like, if you want to go, like, if you're right next to them and you want to go as far as possible with it, then you have to let it go like a millisecond before it fills up and then cancel it. That way you're getting the maximum distance. It's a bit hard to do that, but we can try it. Alright, that wasn't as far as it can go. Oh my god. It's really, really precise timing, so. Okay, that was almost it. Let's just try it one more time. Oh man. Alright, come on. Damn. Alright, let's reset that because we're in an awkward spot. Okay, so damn, bro. I'm trying to get like the furthest it can go. Okay, there we go. That's probably it. Damn, bro. Damn, fuck you, Gohan. Messing up my cancels and shit. Yeah, so I think the trick to it is whenever you're looking at the meter, don't let it fill all the way up. Like, you're gonna press, because it takes time for you to press the buttons, and that meter's still going up as you're pressing the buttons, right? So let the meter go like if you see where that little line is, like how there's 4 lines drawn, like one line up and down and then one line side to side on the map where, you know, where it's showing our little icon things. Let the meter go a little bit above that horizontal line and then start pressing your buttons, and you should be okay. So it's gonna look like this. Yeah, like that. I mean, it can, like I said, it's like millisecond timing to get a little bit further distance. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, anything more than this gets into some pretty fucking complicated territory. So I think I'm gonna let the video end right here. I mean, it's 38 minutes long. Yeah, I think I might even do the part 2 of this today. But as of right now, I think I'm going to let it end right here. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say, you know, like, comment, and subscribe, and fucking money show for likes and subs and shit. But I am probably going to do more commentary videos. If you like this video and you want to see more stuff like that, go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, this is like a super niche game though, and like with a lot of nuances and stuff. I don't expect many people to watch this video, and I don't expect, even if people are watching this video, for them to fully understand it. Like, I feel like there's very certain people that this video is directed towards, and I just wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people saw this video, or not even a lot of people, if whoever's watching this video doesn't really understand what I'm saying, because I'm kind of assuming that you already have quite a bit of prior knowledge to how Tenkaichi works. So, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I know I said I wasn't going to say like, comment, and subscribe, but like, comment, and subscribe if you want. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you know, it's... I always keep it 100 here. Like, I'm not going to you know, play a game I don't like. I'm not gonna, you know, bullshit you guys on things that I think are shit but tell you they're cool just to get more views or something. Like, I'm basically going to put no amount of effort in to get more views than I'm already getting, which is basically nothing. So if that's okay with you guys, then yeah, I mean, just, you know, stick around. But anyways, if you made it to the end of this video, you're the real nigga. I appreciate that. I appreciate any amount of love I get on this. So yep, I'll probably do part 2 of this later today, if not tomorrow. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Anyways, peace out.